What episode is this? 16?
I think 16.
Episode 16.
Sweet 16.
Strawberry wine.
Our podcast can drive. Look out, world.
Whoa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the What's Happening podcast. We're journeying all through time and space to discover what's happening to the human race. We don't really care what's happened in the past. Welcome to the What's Happening podcast. This week, for the What's Happening podcast, Shelby and I mean, we don't
Didn't come up with a plan.
We don't have a ton to talk about. We're just going to be kind of riffing.
Oh, no.
Basically, today was like the weirdest day I think we've ever experienced. Okay,
it's
dramatic.
up there.
But
it's
like,
up there.
Today we had a day, but we haven't been doing a ton because obviously in between Thanksgiving and Christmas and with COVID and everything, we're trying to be super safe with
Full-blown
trying
quarantine.
to go home and stuff like that. So, we haven't done a ton.
Not that we did anything before that either.
Right, but like it's nice to act like we have an excuse.
I'm sensing a pattern. I have a question. Just to kick this off. Did you have a plan? If you have a plan, you can go.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I have a question that I think will really just sense where you're at, okay? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about carpets in kitchens?
Carpets in kitchen. So the reason why you're asking is because you just put a carpet in our kitchen.
I'm asking because
you put
I
a
think,
throw rug or
I think
whatever.
a person who is like, yeah, sure, whatever, is like in a pretty decent space, you know? Pretty good headspace.
Basically, like, I mean, we can't see it in the video, but like the one that we have in our living room, I would not put out in a kitchen.
No, well, this is
But
like a...
I feel the same way about carpets in kitchens as I do about carpets in bathrooms.
You don't like carpets in bathrooms?
Do you?
We have like, what are those called? Placemats, but they're not.
Yeah, not placemats.
I don't
That's
know what
for
they're
eating.
called. I know. What are they called though? Like a floor mat, essentially.
Yeah, that's fine.
For like getting out of the shower.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I wouldn't want a straight carpet.
Like carpeted.
Yeah. No.
And so I feel the same way, and like that's
a rug.
That's more than like just having like a shower thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't hate it.
So I'm sensing you're in kind of a meh space today.
Oh my god. Okay, wait.
I said I was using the question to judge it.
Okay, cool. I have a question for you.
Okay.
And then this will judge the kind of headspace that you're in. Okay. How much would you say you love football?
I don't.
Because like I think somebody in a good headspace would be like, yeah, I love it, it's great. So you don't? Sounds like you're in a really negative headspace.
Fuck.
That was a total setup. I'm in a great. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
We woke up at.
Oh, shut up.
Woke up in a panic
We only slept for a few hours.
at 9:40. And I was supposed to be awake at 8:30 because PlayStation 5s were going to be dropping. What?
You're like, my day started. I was terrified. Woke up an hour late. And everyone listening is like, yeah, man, that
Work.
must suck.
Yeah.
Like, work. Oh, that's so frustrating.
PlayStation
And you're
5.
like, PlayStation 5 releasing, and I might have missed it. Sorry, Greg.
Well, here's the thing. The cucks at Best Buy pulled a fast one on all of us and said, it's releasing after 9. We don't know when it actually is. Mm-hmm. So we were actually fine. We actually probably could have just slept in like a normal day. We actually could have.
We could have completely.
But it's alright because we were like, oh, well, we can go. We had planned to go to Walmart, which there's not one near us really.
No,
like the closest one's like a 30-minute drive to, but like it's only like 17 miles away. But it's like
right.
Yeah. You know how distance and time works.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and like we only had to like pick up a few things.
Mm-hmm. Just
So
a few.
we had that going on. So we went and did that. So and we got that like out of the way early on. And that's kind of
We're saying how weird our day was, but I think we've just internalized it so much because that's it. That was our day.
It is, but like I think the biggest problem was that like we basically like woke up hella early for us. And then like nothing happened. We just kind of like sat here and we're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Pod. And then we drove to this Walmart, and let me tell you about the weirdest Walmart I've ever seen. I can't even describe this place.
It basically just looked old. Like it looked like
a
an
house.
old Walmart.
It looked like somebody's house.
Yeah.
Except super wide. And driving up to it, I screamed.
You did very loudly.
I was very excited.
Holy crap.
Thought it was the coolest thing. And then we went inside and immediately forgot everything we were there for. Mm-hmm. So we were there for clams, we were there for paint. And let me tell you what we got. We got clams, we got paint. But we were also there for filters. And we were there for... Dude, I can't even remember.
I don't know. There were so many things, and we've slowly
realized
realized throughout the day the extra things we wanted that we didn't get. So we drove over an hour total for $15 of things, and it was like a third of what we wanted. But we were like, yes, this is it. And we left confident. We were like, that was great. We did something. We went outside. See you later. And that, I think that is like shows where we've been at today.
So now we need to walk to the fucking store tomorrow.
Yeah, we do, because we didn't get everything we needed. And we're still not going to get everything we need, but at least this will, like, get us through.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're just in a weird headspace today, so we're probably going to be
the
all over the place.
What's Yawning podcast. What's happened, Yawn? What are you drawings doing?
What y'all yawning about?
I already said I'm tired. What else you got? Oh,
right.
I have a good one.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you do when you have a video set to come out at noon?
Okay.
And at 8 p.m. you realize
that
you
day.
8 p.m.
Out.
8 hours after
Yeah.
it was supposed to be out, you realize that it was never edited. What do you do?
You don't edit it.
So we didn't have a video last night.
No, which I doubt anyone who listens to the podcast cares.
I doubt.
Anyone cares. But
What's the plan with that? Are you going to just
I don't know.
eventually?
Maybe.
Probably not.
I don't know. I want to. I liked it, and it was holiday themed,
It's
so
pretty funny.
I know. We'll see. We'll see.
It could be next week.
I'm not thinking about it too hard. It could be next week,
If you're willing to
since
put
it
the
is
time.
Christmas.
Do they know
Wish.
it's Christmas?
Talking of Christmas.
Oh, well, I was going to say
Yeah.
what that video was.
Oh,
We
okay.
finally did.
A comments video.
Yes.
And we didn't edit it. The comments that we're always so proud of finding, and we talk about them here, we didn't do the video.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty funny. Like, I said that, and we both said that, like, next time we'll be more prepared with, like, our own to show, like, do, like, a show and tell thing. But we kind of did it fast by the seat of our pants, holiday themed and stuff like that, and just to see kind of what we could find. And, I mean, we still found stuff. And
We definitely did.
It fucking gets me.
There were just technical aspects that we hadn't really taken into consideration when we filmed it, but...
You hadn't taken into consideration?
I'm sorry, the producer, the videographer, and the editor didn't take things into consideration.
I honestly just... I still am just so, like, dumb when it comes to stuff like that. So when you were trying to explain to me that because you cropped the screen capture...
That all the ratios were messed up?
Yeah, you were like, so now it's not right. And I was just like, but why wouldn't it just automatically fix? And you were like, because the ratio's off. And I was like,
I don't know a lot.
What does that mean?
Like, I know very little about video, but like, I just was having the worst time editing that. I was getting so mad. And just like knew I like did it wrong. Like, that I was just like, this is ridiculous.
So you take the blame.
I do take the blame because I'm the one who did it, but
Oof.
what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do?
Okay, but so speaking of holiday.
Speaking of holiday, we have a secret Santa.
I'm listening.
I know, you look so angry. I just wrote the fun of Secret Santa.
Oh.
The fun.
Is it fun?
It's soy fun. No, it can be. I've been really struggling with Christmas this year, more than normal, and I feel like I'm not a Christmas person. We've gone over this 100 times. Not a huge Christmas person. I've been called the Grinch previously in my life. It's fine. But I used to like really not like Christmas, and now I'm just kind of whatever about it. What?
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 You don't like Christmas?
I used to not like it.
I find that really hard to believe because you're pretty obnoxious and annoying about it.
About what? Christmas?
Yeah.
How?
Like by getting gifts.
Ugh. So obnoxious.
Yeah, especially when we go, hey, so no gifts, and you're like, and then you get me gifts, and I look like an idiot.
The worst.
It is. You have no idea.
Why is that so terrible? I'm not trying to make you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
You are. Nor do I
Any
expect,
person who does that is trying.
Nor do I expect anything in return. Yeah.
So anyway.
Regardless, this is going down a really long path for me to basically say that this year I like made it a goal for, I don't do a lot of shopping for Christmas, but anything that I have to do, I'm going to try my best for things to be either like handmade, recycled, or local. And
it's a really weird way to just push your art on other people.
That's what I do. So basically, I'd hit all of my previous 2 avenues, and I was like, well, I still feel like I need like 2 more things. And I went to a local store that sells like local handmade items and tends to focus on like low waste items. And I got so excited because I bought for myself a dish brush, one of those, like, did you see it hanging? It's like a wooden handle, and it has a little like sprouty end on it, and it's for scrubbing dishes, and I've been wanting one forever, and I got so excited. And that was like the highlight of my day, the day that I went to go get like 2 things for other people. So I love Secret Santa.
What does that have to do with Secret Santa? Your Secret Santa for yourself?
Yeah, basically.
I hate Secret Santa.
Yeah. It has its ups and downs. I think it's fun to a degree.
Yeah, it was fun when, I don't know if anybody.
We'll find out when we get texts.
From our friend group listens to this. But I mean, like, I don't mind doing it, obviously.
No.
Like, it's definitely, like, a good way for us to, like, keep up with each other and everything, and, like...
And make somewhat of an effort once a year.
Basically, like, an excuse to, like, at least at around a certain time of year, like, get on a call and stuff like that, even though we're all in different places. But, like... The, like, hassle, I'll say, of... having to like come up with something like for a person, and like you have to be kind of like limited and all this other stuff. Like, you and I had started to kind of brainstorm like a gift that we were going to get for everybody, and like we were going to just give. And when they said about doing Secret Santa, I was so close to just being like, no.
Well,
like we have our own plan. Like
I think
I
we
wanna,
were the only ones who would have been like,
Right.
let's do something for everyone.
but like I'd rather
Not that I'm like shading anyone.
No,
Like
no.
I don't care. But we had like hopes of doing something for everyone individually.
Yeah.
Which
And I don't think I
that's
would.
difficult. With
I don't think
Secret
I'd want
Santa.
to do that like every year or anything
No,
either. But like
we just had an
I
idea
would
this year.
like to do it as I have ideas to do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I just like that more than like I'm only buying for one specific person, and like I don't know, when you're like put on the spot for something like that, like you
Yeah.
can sometimes really like I personally like just like worry about that.
I
Like,
mean, and you don't like gifting, so
right, I hate it.
Yeah.
And so like I do want to make sure I do a good job. And like I see
Yeah.
like what Vic got Jake a cane, and I'm like, that's really fucking funny.
yeah.
Like that's hilarious.
Like,
and then
when you
Jake
can-
got Vic an Italian flag, and I'm like, that's really funny.
When you can really like nail
Yeah.
not even that it's necessarily a joke, but like something that could have been a joke, but like is also like just something that you're like, wow, like that was great.
But I get my name and then I sit here and I go, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like think. And like I feel like every year's been pretty good.
Yeah. No, I think like I definitely think it can put pressure on.
Last year was bad because
we had just moved.
last year was like I would say like my worst. I'm trying to think what I got Brett. I got him like Sixers socks.
Yeah.
I gave him a picture of me.
Right.
Was that it?
Yeah, wait, we should say that. The thing that you do is whoever you get.
I always send them a picture of me.
Yeah. Which I think is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny. But no, I mean Secret Santa,
And I can't wait for somebody to start stealing that.
I'm waiting for someone else to do it.
Because then I'm just gonna bow out.
You're gonna bow out of Secret
Yeah,
Santa?
done forever.
No, then just start sending like feed pics.
No.
I'll send feed pics.
No, that's stealing my idea.
That's not your idea.
You're sending a picture of yourself. You're literally just like taking my idea, shaving a little off the top,
I'm not taking
adding
your
a lot on the bottom. I think, here's the thing. I think what would be funny is if I've had somebody and then they have me after I've had them
They
and
should
they
send
send
a
me a
picture
picture of them, that's funny.
I want.
But if you have Jake,
Yeah.
or Jake has you or whatever, and Jake just sends you a picture of him,
No,
I'd be like,
it
that's
like
my
breaks
idea.
it.
Come on.
Yeah. No, I want like so like how we were like we want to do something for everyone. If everyone one year just sent a photo of themselves, I would literally shit my like to you. Like
That
just
would be
sent
funny.
a photo, I would literally shit myself. Like I think that would be and we would just have an array of
That would be really funny.
posed photos of
But
our
what would be
friends.
best is if they're all posed in as similar a fashion as possible.
Yeah, like they need to agree on a pose.
Yes.
Or just something that makes sense, like next to each other. That would be like that to me would be the funniest thing ever.
That would be really funny.
Like stuff like that. But no, I think Secret Santa, and especially more than like White Elephant or any of those like mystery, there is the pressure because you're given a name, like, and so you then take into a degree how well do I know this person, like. Obviously, there's almost always a spending limit when you're shipping things. That's another limitation. And then it's just like, and you're not, but I know in your head you're like competing to look as good as a gifter as everyone else. Because I mean, two people can get each other who are like the closest in that group, and they can get each other an incredible gift, and that has a ton of meaning, and everyone else can like get someone that like you're friends with but you don't like know ins and outs, you don't have a ton of side jokes, you don't have a ton of like, and then you're there and you're like, I got you a gift card and this, and like that's still really really thoughtful, but there's definitely an added level of pressure to like show up and like show off almost that you like did this great gift, which I don't think our friend group like does too bad at all, but I know there's always a personal level of that, which is just kind of intimidating, or can be. But
I also just hate the randomness of it. I don't know. Like, I liked the idea. Like, I was excited this year. I was like, well, and then we drug our feet and probably wouldn't have had anything ready anyway. So, like, I guess this actually ended up saving us. But, like, I don't know. I like the idea of, like, doing something that's, like, personal but for everybody.
yeah, I agree.
And again, not necessarily doing it every year, but, like,
When you have a really good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Someday we'll be able to. It's so funny.
I think what we should do is each year a new person has to be Santa.
Oh, and they have to send everyone something?
Yeah, but it could be, we could just do like tag team. I think we have an even number, right? Do we even need a number?
I don't know. I'd have to recount.
I'd have to recount too. I can't think off the top of my head.
No, it doesn't matter right now. But
like if we did something like that where like everybody had like a pair or like even like a group of 3 if need be, and like
came up with
you had to
something.
brainstorm what the rest of the people get. So like
That'd be
3
kinda
people don't get
fun.
anything, but they do the gifting, and
That
then like
year.
yeah, I think I might
Throw that out there.
I might
next
suss
year?
that out there. I might do a little.
I think that's pretty fun, but you also have to be careful because I think half to 3/4 of our group's gonna be really disappointed they didn't get a picture of you yet. Because we're only like a third of the way through our rotations.
I'll just send everybody a picture. What if?
Careful.
What if?
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
If we don't do my new idea, that's a great idea, best idea ever.
I think we'll like
critics
that.
love this idea.
Okay.
I'm going to be
okay.
the greatest idea ever.
Yeah.
Stop the count on this idea.
Stop talking.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because.
No. I think I could totally fool everybody into thinking that I was their secret Santa by just sending them a picture of me.
Yeah. Just send everyone a picture.
Yeah. And be like, more of your gifts coming later. And then it just never shows up except to the person
who actually your secret Santa.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really funny. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we have a whole year to figure out what we want to do and throw it out to other people. I'm always up for like fun new ideas. And obviously, yeah, both of us not being like crazy into like the gifting aspect. Like I know we'll probably be all for that. We'll have to see what everyone else is feeling, you know?
You know who I think's gonna love this idea? There's one person who I think would like agree. Because I'm not sure they love gifting. But I could be wrong.
Spencer?
Mm-mm.
I think Sam would like the idea.
Oh my god, wow, no. I wasn't thinking either.
No, I'm more like I think most people would like it except like 1 or 2 people.
Wait, who do you think wouldn't?
I'm afraid
Okay, ready? I'll just like we can just come up with code names.
Who wouldn't like it?
Just come up with code names.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. People I think won't like it. Hawaiian pizza.
Okay, first off, that person is going to know, if they're listening, they're going to know. Oh, but then why wouldn't you just say their name? They're the person who I think would like the idea.
Oh, really? I don't think they would. I think they...
That's
I don't
funny.
know. We can
Mir.
call and find out. Our roomie.
I feel like Mir would.
Really?
I don't know how much
she was one of the ones I felt wouldn't, just because...
Did she like the... I mean, you probably did some of the gifting with her. I mean, well, okay, the one year she got me a dildo, so like she really obviously loved that. But like, I didn't know if she actually like loved it or if like... more afraid of it. I just think it's like if you're in a bind, it's just gonna be so much easier if you just come up with it. And honestly, we could even do something where it's like a fucking like a workplace HR team. Yeah. Where they like, here's the holiday gift for the group, and like everybody gets the same thing. Yeah. But it's like it's something thoughtful, right? Like I would even be down with something like that.
I agree.
But yeah,
I like it.
Anyway.
You know what? We'll call our.
No, I'm not gonna call anybody.
I think for next year, everyone's Christmas gift...
They need to know that I'm thinking
everyone's Christmas gift next year is that they just get a phone call from us. Hey! That's it.
The podcast is still going, by the way.
Yeah.
There was just a long pause.
So, I'll do my last little thing that's product related, and then we can move on to whatever you'd like. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
I think I found...
Wait. How much time is this going to take?
I don't know, we're at 25. I think we're okay for now.
Oh my god.
I think I found the new best or most exciting Amazon product advertised to me on Instagram. And I'm being serious. I mean, it's hard to beat the Demi headphones or the Demi phones. What are they called? The like headband headphone.
Yeah.
Those were pretty cool. I think they were Demi phones. They now get advertised to me constantly, and I actually think those are an amazing idea. But these are just something that was advertised to me in the past day or so. And they are called Swoveralls.
No.
Sweatpant overalls.
Did you just order these?
No.
Oh my god. Our Amazon
just went through.
literally just said something about like our delivery, and
you thought I
literally
ordered
thought
some.
you just ordered something.
No.
Okay.
Apparently they were on Shark Tank. Swoveralls, so literally sweatpant overalls. And they do have a site and whatnot, but they are selling on Amazon. And I have really no idea. Obviously, I never looked too far into these.
Sweatpant overalls?
Like, it looks like joggers with a top half.
That girl had a booty. That guy had a booty. It was a compromising pose.
They look like joggers with the top half for the overall aspect.
Why?
I really like that. That sounds really comfortable to me because then you just throw like a sweater on or something.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
Sounds like a pain in the ass to go to the bathroom.
Not as bad as like a romper.
Bet.
It's definitely not as bad.
Okay, well I don't wear rompers.
You should try. But I'm assuming it's like, oh, it's 100% organic cotton, blah blah blah, which would make sense because guess how much it is?
$150.
$95.
Boosh!
Which I'm sure there's a really good reason for that.
Yeah. There's 2 straps.
Ooh. But
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
Dude, a pair of joggers is maybe 60.
Yeah.
So you're literally paying $30 to $40 for 2 straps to keep them hoisted.
And I guess like
Overalls are only for fat people.
nuh-uh.
Bet.
So every time I wear a pair of overalls.
You know what I'm saying?
They do say 1% for the planet. I haven't looked into any of that, but who knows? But I mean, just look at these people in their overalls. Like, they look so comfy. I kind of love it. I think they're kind of cute. I don't know if I would spend money on that, but they're kind of cute.
It's definitely just like a fad thing that people were like, yeah, I'm going to get these. And I think in probably about a day or two, they'll be out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to like them anymore.
Anything else? We can move on. We can. That's the end. Thanks so much for listening. We can move on from Christmas. We're done talking about Christmas, except for probably our Christmas experience through this year. I mean, our next episode will be
Christmas
after New Year. No, it will be the week of New Year. So there might be some of like a storytelling aspect in there, but hopefully, we're done talking about that.
Well, okay, wait. So we'll have like, we'll have basically what happened at Christmas. We'll probably be flaunting the stuff we got. Like,
Well, I hope so. It's gonna be upgrading our
Benz, my new. It's a Mercedes.
Oh.
A Mercedes Benz.
We're gonna be flaunting it because it's gonna be upgrading the visuals of our podcast.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And I'm very, very excited about that. So excited. Are you excited?
He got very scared.
He went.
He started sucking in on the ho ho ho.
Oh
like,
no!
No. He was like, oh. It scared the shit out of him.
Oh no!
Look at his face. He's scared.
We're gonna be talking about what happened on Christmas Day.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Christmas. We're gonna talk. I figured we could like talk about our goals.
Oh no!
We can talk about our like asparagus and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I was thinking like before that.
Okay.
So today.
Oh no.
We can say like what were our goals for 2020. Like, big goals, small goals, whatever, aspirations, not even necessarily like your New Year's revolution or anything.
Yeah.
But
my New Year's pollution.
Do you think people are going to realize that I'm saying these words wrong and realize that I'm doing it on purpose? Or do they think that I actually think it's not aspirations and that I think it's asparagus?
I hope someone out there thinks it's asparagus.
Fingers crossed. So did you have any, like... What was your big goal, we'll say?
I don't remember fully. I know I even made a video talking about it back when we used to have a screen here and I would sit on the floor here and like film videos and whatnot. But
that used to happen.
That was right at the beginning of the year, like right when we moved up here.
Dang.
I know a lot of it was basically just like create all the time. Like that was my like 2020. I'm just gonna like make a lot of shit. And I had different aspects of that goal, whether that was like get better at consistently posting about it, which I've had my ups and downs this year over, and I think everyone's had their ups and downs, especially with just social media in general this year. But so I don't know if I fully, like, I'll say fulfilled my goal. Not that I ever set it like strict in stone for myself, but in the sense of just like pushing myself to like be creative and pursue literally any project that comes to my mind without question, even if that means not finishing it. I feel like I did that pretty well. So in that sense, I'll say, yeah, overall, I feel like I had a pretty interesting creative year, in like my creative journey, I guess, if you want to word it that way.
I feel like you've definitely been like working on something, some sort of project, big or small,
Yeah.
every single day for the entire year.
Yeah, whether it's been because I want to or it's because it's literally the only thing keeping me sane. Making me feel like my hands are doing something, so I'm not just like sitting here going crazy. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been fun. It's been like very weird in a sense of like graduating with a very specific form of art degree and then like not using it. And that's not because like I don't still surround myself with it, but it's just like I've taken a very different path at the moment.
Right.
So that's been very interesting because, of course, everyone's like, you're not even using the degree that you just like work so hard to get and this and that. But like currently life's just kind of going a different direction. That's not quite that. But I'm just like, why hate it? Like, why feel the need to like strictly define myself at 23? Like, who cares? I can change in 6 months if I want to. So, not too worried about it. But yeah, I would say that was my year. And through all the ups and downs, that's probably was the thing I wanted to focus on. And I would say is, regardless of my like social media presence, that I definitely wanted to work on this year, but just like didn't. And I'm not upset that I didn't at all. How about you? How did your 2020 goal go?
I did it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the goal?
I don't set New Year's goals for myself.
You don't
typically.
have asparagus.
I don't have any asparagus, typically. But I decided because last year I set myself a video game goal. So
Whoa.
it's not like an actual like better yourself, but it was just like I just wanted to give myself a challenge for the year.
You're bettering your skill.
Sure. And it was like last year I think was a platinum a month.
Yeah.
So 12 by the end of the year.
And you like destroyed that. Kind of. You like
Yeah. Like I got like 6 in the first month.
Yeah.
Because I always get off to a hot start.
Right.
And so this year I was like, oh, I'm gonna double it, but that's 24 for those of you doing dumb math at home. But the year is 2020.
Is it?
And I was like, that's perfect. 20 and 2020.
Right.
Perfect. Makes sense. And happy to announce, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen already. Got my 20th platinum. Last of Us Part 2.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The honor was all mine.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. It was actually fun. It was cool. It was like, and especially in a year where I played a ton of video games, and 2, it was even more important to have something to take my mind off of things. Like, again, I probably would have played almost just as much, regardless. Like, I can honestly say. But, I don't know that for a fact, and like, I just think that it like helped me in a lot of different ways with just the crazy year that it's been. I'm sure a lot of people have felt this way, and we might have talked about it before, but like you just had like some of those days where you just like woke up and just like, I don't want to say like depressed, but like that is probably some of it, but more than anything, you just like felt like bad just about like something, like you saw something, or you know, it was just obviously a very weird situation for a lot of people for the first time in their lives.
Definitely.
So I think we both, in that sense, did good to like find things to take our minds off of those things and not go too crazy, just being the two of us every single day.
Literally.
But yeah, so that was my main goal. But I did actually, and I like totally forgot about this, but I reached like affiliate on Twitch this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I know you would have been like gaming regardless, and like you've always been one to go for platinums regardless of setting a goal. But I think like the fact that you set the goal and you started streaming on Twitch last fall, so 2019, and like 2020 was like a pretty big year. Like they like kind of fell hand in hand. I know you didn't do like everything on stream, but like they did fall hand in hand with like friends, some followers, like following along with your like platinum, I'll say, journey. But it definitely was like a big year for you in streaming and whatnot, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, and I'm trying to like brainstorm like what I realistically think is possible for 2020. One. No, it's 2020 part 2.
Yeah, it just, we're
2020 doesn't count. Yeah, we're forgetting about
2020 B.
Yeah. So I'm trying to like think about like what kind of goal I want to set, because I made the mistake with YouTube setting myself some lofty goals the one year, and I don't think I hit any of those still.
Shit happens, man.
Shit happens. Spit happens. Yeah. So that'll probably be what's coming up for me, but it'll still be video game related.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of platinums. I don't know, like.
It's kind of like lost the flair after you've done 20 in 2020. It's like, well, I don't really want to do like 21 in 2021.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to set like a certain number, because I'm not at like a good number. Like, I mean, if I were to try and go for like 100, I think I would need like 40.
Yeah, you're kind of in a weird spot.
So I don't want to like do that. I think maybe in 2022, that could be my goal, is like to hit the 100 milestone. But like also part of me is like, that might be dumb easy if like all of a sudden in 2021 I get like 30 platinums and I end up getting like super close. But either way, so like I don't know, I just don't know if I'm gonna do something like that. I think I am still gonna record all my platinums and release like a end of the year all my platinums thing.
I like it.
But yeah, I don't know, I gotta come up with like a good goal. I think a lot of it's gonna be in terms of like channels and like keeping up with them and like the other podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've like started a lot this year.
1,000 listens. Good game, bad game, 2021.
You think?
Yeah, that would actually be feasible, because we're already at like
9 or 10.
We'll already be at like 200 by the end of this year, give or take. And so
yeah,
that would be 20 a week for 52 weeks. 20 a week would be clear over 1,000 alone. And so if we keep up our pace, we should be fine. That could be doable,
honestly.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, don't even want to think about, like, some people online are posting about like, which it's good. You're kind of like, people are in a state of reflecting like, wow, we're finally getting through 2020. Thank God. And kind of like where, like, what do we want in 2021, whether how much we can control or not. But I'm like not even ready to like think about 2021. Like, I'm just like, we're in a constant state of like now, and a constant state of like, I don't know what the next week's gonna be.
I was gonna say 2020 was so out of left field.
Yeah.
In like randomness. Yeah. That it's like hard to predict like, okay,
what's next year gonna be in any way whatsoever.
Yeah. And if you had like a huge goal set for yourself in 2020, chances are you probably had to either didn't do it or had a really hard time doing it, and then that can obviously like weigh on you, and then you're like, well, what's even the point? You know, like, which
a lot of people have been saying this, and I like kind of feel the need to repeat it. Like, the greatest thing you could have done this year is got through this year. Yes. Like, there shouldn't be the pressure that everyone, like, I know I did it to myself, like feeling the need to accomplish something while you're quote unquote forced at home, even though we've said it 100 times we wouldn't have really left our apartment anyway. Quarantine for life. But yeah, I think that needs to be repeated like 1,000 times. Like, people are this year are going to be like, the growth I've done and this and that. And as much as that is probably very great and true to that individual, like, it's not a time for you to like be comparing yourself
you have
and
to
feeling
remember,
the need to have done something better.
You have to remember, what is it that like everybody on social media is like, that is the best possible version of themselves. They are trying,
they're presenting themselves
to make it seem better than what it actually is.
Absolutely.
So like, yeah, like,
it's an unrealistic lifestyle to obtain in like any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
like, I even personally, like, I mean, I have like, on Twitter, like, I don't post and like 90% of the shit that I think.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really tweet like day to day like thoughts or anything. It's like
I want
always
to get
something
there,
that's been planned generally.
but generally it's planned, or like if something comes to me and I really think it's worth it,
we like talk through it.
and then I talk through it and then I
Yeah.
post it.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, are you kidding me? On
At
Instagram.
the Walmart,
Oh my god.
there was a Morty from Rick and Morty in a vending
I
machine,
feel like we need to go back.
pressed up against the glass, and I missed the perfect opportunity to take a picture and then start a screenwrite for what that scene would be.
Spencer loves to talk in Rick
it
and Morty.
as we were leaving
voices.
the Walmart. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Like, it was pretty spot on,
Yeah.
like, as to how it would go. Like, I was like, this is basically what they would say.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so upset about it. And that's really it. But sorry, I just thought of that again.
That's fair.
And that reminded me because of Twitter, because I was saying earlier how I post stuff on Twitter that I think is funny and like it doesn't get any reaction or anything. And then I'm just like, okay, I need to wait till I have something that's even better, essentially,
Yeah.
which sucks. I know like James Willems talks about that, like how he like will put something
Every time
that
you
he
think you
thinks,
put something that's so funny, like it either doesn't get engagement or someone else posts something that's even funnier and you see it like do so well and you're just like, oh shit, I'm not funny, even though it's like not.
No, I see somebody post something that's not as funny,
Yeah.
and gets more engagement,
Yeah.
and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. But I mean, that's all. It's the numbers game, and it doesn't
Also,
it doesn't really translate to anything.
Social media is just all people stealing somebody else's shit.
Oh
and
my-
it is so disgusting.
Yeah.
And because one person has the right person following them who likes their version of the thing that they saw somebody else do that they just decided to also tweet, it is mind-boggling to me.
That's
And it's
all,
mind-boggling
like,
to me.
any ideas are anymore.
Like, one will be some, like, you know, whatever guy, middle of nowhere, and he tweets something, and, like, it gets no engagement, and then 2 weeks later, an extremely hot chick who has 1 million followers
Yeah.
somehow saw it or something, and literally word for word
Yeah.
will tweet the same thing, and it gets
It blows up.
so much engagement,
Yeah.
right? Like trillions. And it's just like, and then like you'll have the other thing where it's like, you know, some super smart chick who like has something really well thought out. She types up this like whole thing and like gets like nothing. But then some stoner does the same thing but poses it as like a whoa, but what if?
Yeah.
And it gets 1 million.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I haven't had anything like that happen to me, and I'm pretty sure the day that that happens, I'll probably just delete Twitter.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the numbers on social media don't truly translate to anything.
No.
Nothing that you can, as a human, equate a
And I
reaction
mean, like,
to.
the best thing is, like, if I post something that gets even, like, I don't know, how much engagement, like, nobody's gonna, like, it's not gonna lead to somebody actually following me
Right.
more often than not. Like, they literally like it and they move on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that doesn't really matter to me too much. I'd rather someone be following me to, like, see updates about the stuff that I'm doing and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want somebody following me because one time I tweeted something that was really funny.
Right.
But then it's the whole game of, like, tweeting something really funny so somebody sees it and then they maybe check out the rest of your stuff. It's
yeah,
just
it's
such
a mind game
fucking,
as soon as you start to even look into it.
You know,
even
I'm
a little bit.
gonna tweet that because that's, like, hashtag deep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. But yeah, we watched Sherlock. I really want to talk about this, and I'm really excited. And it leads into kind of like I've been feeling crafty all this year. And I literally just said, basically, I constantly just want to make, either in my head, I constantly want to make like outfits that are like inspired by a character or a show or a universe that exists in a show, or I want to create, like, I know I've said that I kind of dropped off like the self-portrait thing this year, but in my head I'll be like, whoa, like that would be a really cool self-portrait, but I haven't really put the effort into making those. And I've been stuck on two things. I really want to make a Mandalorian helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably just, like, nothing crazy. Like, literally probably just, like, paper mache and, like, paint it. But, like, I think it would just be so fun. And I can also see you and me just being, like, really obnoxious with it, like, on stream or in a video or something. And 2, us being obnoxious? Never. 2, we just finished Sherlock.
Mm-hmm.
I was, like, crazy obsessed with it. And, like, more than I thought I was going to be. And now all I want is a stupid detective hat.
Mm-hmm.
But I want it, like, it's not going to be, like, checkered or, like, generally how, like, their pattern is. I'm probably just going to do, like, patchwork, like, leftover scrap fabric. So it's going to be, like, ugly as shit and, like, all patchworky. And I just want a detective hat. I don't know why. It just sounds so fun. And I want to wear a detective hat and a trench coat and just, like, walk around. That's all I want.
I think you can do that.
I think so too. I think I can.
Yeah. I was just trying to look up, like, you know, just ratings and stuff like that. It's the British one with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, Bilbo. And I was like looking up the ratings. So on IMDb, it's a 9.1 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is 78%, and TV.com is the third rating on Google, and it's an 8.9. 97% of Google users liked this show, and it's really good. And I think it's 13 total episodes, 4 seasons, 3 episodes each, except one season has 4, where they do like a what if this was set up like actually how Sherlock Holmes is written, like typically like 1800s type writing. But yeah, it's extremely well done. 1.5 hour long episodes, and so it's long, but man, it's like literally perfect.
It's so good.
It's literally perfect. And the best thing about British television, like, it's so probably cliche at this point to say it, but they know when to stop a show.
Absolutely.
They're so good. The fact that this thing had 13 episodes, which is I mean, again, 1.5 hour long, but like 13 episodes is like an hour-long TV show. That's one season here in America.
Yeah.
And that show will have 6 to 7 seasons.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And you're never, ever, ever, almost never happy with the ending because it just keeps dragging on. It gets more complicated and they introduce all this crazy stuff. And it's like, sure, like, and I mean, not that I've watched a lot of British television, but I know I've heard this, that it almost feels like they knew what they were doing and they had a plan from the beginning, at least in some form, and they were like, this is our plan, this is our outline.
Like The Office was kind of like that. Like, they didn't, like, really have, like, a thing. Martin Freeman's in that as well. He's Jim.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, it's just, like, they do 2 seasons.
Yeah.
It's a stupid show.
Yeah.
It's funny, and, like, when they're done, they're done. Like,
it obviously I have no idea, but it feels like they actually just like write the story out in advance and then go, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, The Office is obviously a random show, but like with the American version, like there is like this overarching like story, interconnected stuff and all that, and it's like, why? Like, why did it have to go as long as it did? Pretty much everybody says that seasons. How many seasons of The Office are there?
I don't even know, but isn't it like the last 2? Or
but basically, the first one's bad because it's the pilot season, and then the last 2 are bad because
everything changes.
Because everything. Steve Carell leaves or is like in the process of leaving. It's just weird, and then
that's like how most big American shows. I mean, I grew up watching a lot of crime shows, but like NCIS is still somehow running, and like almost every main character in the show is left. Criminal Minds just ended. I don't even know who they have left in that. Like, we have a habit of just like continuing, I feel like, when it's like clearly we should probably have stopped years ago. And
I
that's
also
just,
don't
like,
understand how a crime show
just keeps going. I don't know.
They're all the same.
They are. But I love all of them.
Like 9 times out of 10, you interview the person that you're meant to catch. You let them go because you don't realize it's them yet. Then you interview another person and they're not it, but you're almost certain that they're the one. And then you interview one more person who gives you the key piece that leads you back to the first person or something along those lines. And it's just like,
I know. I think that's why, and I mean, I love crime shows. I think that's why I almost loved Sherlock more. It's because it was such a different take on like the people solving the crimes and the way they're doing it, because it's not technically legal and like or through legal methods. And it's just so sporadic because you have like this weird guy who's just like annoyingly intelligent, obviously. That's the whole Sherlock thing. But just I've tried watching, my mom and I were talking about this briefly, I tried watching Elementary, our version of Sherlock Holmes, the like show, and I only watched a little bit of it, and I like enjoyed like the actors in it, but like it just felt like it was America trying to do Sherlock, and I'm just like, I never felt like obsessed with it, and I wanted to. This, I was in it, like I met the characters, and like obviously you know who the characters are, but still like no, like seeing how they're gonna do it, I was obsessed immediately. I was like, yeah, absolutely, like Benedict Cumberbatch, be as weird as you need to be, like be the kooky intelligent brainiac who's an asshole because he basically doesn't understand emotions, and like blah blah blah, like be everything, and like Martin Freeman, like it was just incredible. Like I loved it. Like I literally, it was so good.
Yeah, I love that also, like British television typically will get like relatively well-known actors to star in their shows because they are, I feel like, because I'm assuming because it's not as much of a commitment, which is like cool because then like
you don't feel tied down for years.
Easy to draw somebody in with that. Like yeah. So, yeah, it was a really good show. And now
I'm sad it's over. I mean, I love how they end. I'm happy. It's like,
now what?
I don't know.
Now what?
I don't know. I have no idea. I thought for a second we like kind of had an idea. But well, we're still working on Mandalorian. Has that fully come out yet?
Current, and no, I think this Friday will be. I don't know if that's the finale or we'll be 2 behind at that point.
I'm not ready.
So we just have one to watch, but we'll probably watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, I don't know what's next.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I feel like we kind of took a break from our normal. We watched a ton of movies. We watched a ton of TV.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm ready to go back on a Jim Carrey kick whenever.
Oh, that's right. We did. I don't know if we talked about that.
No, not really.
But we started watching like some of Jim Carrey's movies because there were a couple on Netflix and he's got some good ones. I think we talked about that. We talked about
maybe briefly.
I think we said we like watched Stranger Than Fiction, which isn't Jim Carrey. It's Will Ferrell. But like we were talking about like movies like that. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't.
Whatever. If anyone knows where to watch The Mask, let me know because I really want to watch it.
But yeah, anything else?
I don't think so, other than we don't need to talk about it, but I feel the need to say that we've become like so carried away with the idea of owning an animal that we now have a laundry list. We're like people who all they want in life is to be parents. All we want in life is to be pet parents, and we have a laundry list of names picked out for depending on the breed, depending on the personality. In some terms, like it's not black and white, but it's like, oh well, if they were kind of like this would be a really cute name. Like we kind of do that.
Yeah. We're the losers who were like, if we have a Saint Bernard, we're probably not gonna have a Saint Bernard. But if we had a Saint Bernard, we're like, well, we would name it Bernie.
Well, he's gotta be Bernie. He's so fluffy.
It's like, it's like, but everything else, I feel.
I'm sure, whatever. Well, but we could just go down a rabbit hole with stuff like that. And lately, we've just really been on a kick with it. And we really want to name a cat Grogu.
Why?
Because.
What's Grogu?
Shut up. He has a name. I just think everyone's being really disrespectful about his name. And Grogu.
Who dat?
Grogu.
Who is that? What's that from?
A child.
Spoilers.
Huh? Oh, shit. Why'd you do that to me? I mean, it's been out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, people have been talking about
just
it.
His name.
Also, yeah, I was going to say, we're not like talking about how Mando shot him.
But yeah,
that's all we have time for.
That's really it. But
yes, we have. We've been saying like, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna get a cat and it's gonna be named Grogu, and we're gonna get a
we'll
dog.
Always just be going, bring me the child.
Yes, constantly. Yes.
But
Bring me the child.
This is the nerds that we are.
Bounty hunting is a very dangerous profession, Shelby. Bring me the child.
We're about to start texting our landlord to like beg for a cat and be like, we'll stay here longer if you let us get a cat. We're about to start like wagering with our stay. But regardless, that's where we're at. Clearly, it's been a weird couple of days, couple of weeks, a year, whatever. But I think that is it. Hopefully, everyone is having a safe holiday season, and all of the things. Hopefully, we have a video out next week. It might be the one we filmed last week. We shall see. But yeah, whatever you're doing, hope you're safe. Hope you're just staying happy as best you can. And if that's all, you can follow us on our independent channels. And feel free to share, like, however you can interact with this podcast on all platforms or even on YouTube. And
Apple Podcasts, you should be able to leave a review. I don't think you can anywhere else.
I don't think so either. I think there it's just like follow or save or like stuff like that.
But you can definitely share.
Numbers.
Yep, exactly.
So thank you so much for listening. And is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next What's Happening podcast.